Right.media.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the SWOSU Coaches Show. I'm Mike Smith, and we're visiting with the Director of Athletics from SWOSU, Todd Helton. Todd, thanks for taking time to visit with us this week.
You bet. Good to see you, Mike.
It's good seeing you, and I know it's a busy week for you because obviously football starts up this week, and a lot of the fall teams have been in practice sessions, but gearing up for the first football game on Thursday. What's that been like getting things ready to go on Thursday night?
Well, Mike, we're excited to get things started. We've had a few scrimmages on campus, so we've got a little bit of taste of teams starting up, but nothing like the regular season that's coming up. So we've got Thursday night. We're going to kick off against Henderson State in football at 6 p.m. So we're very excited about that. And we will also be playing soccer that day at 1 o'clock. So we've got two home openers on the same day. So keep us hopping. And then, that weekend, our cross-country teams and our volleyball team will be on the road, but they will be starting their seasons as well. So very excited.
Very excited as fall sports gets underway. Now, one other thing this year for football is the fact that we have a new name for the football stadium this year, and it's Flex Chem Field, and I know you guys are excited about that.
Yes, we've got a new sponsor, Flex Chem, and very excited for them and grateful that they have reached out and the great things they're doing for our athletic department. We are changing some logos and things like that on our turf and branding our field. It's going to be a Flex Chem field, and so that will be on full display Thursday night.
Talk a little bit about what you expect this football season. We'll just start there. What do you think about the football season for the Bulldogs and Coach Pobolish and his staff, what they have together for the 2021 season?
Definitely, yes. We're Coach Pobolish, it's been a long time for them. They've really stayed the course and worked hard and developed their players. Very proud of what they've done. And excited for them to get back out there. We've got some kids that could have came in and probably might have redshirted in 2019, did not play 2020. So they might have, last time they played might have been fall of 2018, some of them, their high school senior years. So it's a long awaited and very excited to get those kids an opportunity to get back out and get on the field and compete. We feel like we're an improved football team. We know everyone else in the conference feels the same way, and we're just excited to get out there and see what we've got.
And I'm sure, too, because it's been a little over 21 months since anybody's played football in the GAC, it'll take at least a couple of weeks to get things to shake out and see what the conference is going to look like from top to bottom.
Right. It's kind of hard when you haven't played anyone, but we have practiced. We've had an extended practice season, so hopefully we have utilized that to the best of our ability and develop players, fundamentals, things like that you can really spend some time on with players. We didn't have to rush anything, so we've had a lot of time to prepare for this game. So we're excited to get out there and see some results.
Well, I'm excited as well, and very excited about what I've seen in practice so far this year. Some very quick guys at some skill positions. So very excited to see how things shake out on Thursday. Had a chance to see you over at the blue and white volleyball scrimmage last week as Josh Collins is getting his group ready to go, as you said earlier in the interview, before too much longer. And what did you take away from that blue and white volleyball scrimmage last week?
Right. Very excited for volleyball as well. Coach Collins is doing an outstanding job. We were kind of in the spring where we had limited roster. I think we had 11 girls in the spring. We had some injuries. It's nice to have a full roster this fall, and I think he's got 17, 18 girls on the roster. And we brought in a couple of grad transfers who are really going to help us, as well as a strong freshman class. And then we've got some girls back that were injured last year. And so we're really excited about our volleyball season as well, and feel like they're really going to compete in the GAC. Obviously you never know until you get out there, but very positive about what I've seen from volleyball so far.
I was really impressed with the crowd that came out last week for the blue and white scrimmage, and that allowed the players to play in front of some fans and kind of get that feel of what it'll be like when you get into game action.
Right. Our volleyball was allowed to play in the spring last year. Now, it was a short season. They only played about 10 games. But so they really got some good reps, and those girls all got that year back. But they got some quality reps against good competition in the spring. So we really feel like, that should really benefit us this fall when we step on the court. We'll be at Canyon, Texas, at West Texas tournament on Friday, and playing some really good competition out there. So we feel strong about what we're doing to prepare for the GAC conference games.
So, Todd, as we wind up the interview, obviously we want people to come out and support the Bulldogs this season. So, obviously, I guess we just want to tell them to come out and support SWOSU athletically in all the sports during the home games this season.
Right. We're very excited to get back out there, and we're very excited to have the Weatherford community come out and see us play. Soccer, like I said, at 1:00 on September 2nd out at our fields, and we'll be playing Northeastern State on that day at 1:00, and then the Henderson State game at 6:00 here at Flex Kim Field. So very excited. These athletes have waited a long time to get back to normal, and we're just looking forward to a great game day experience.
Sounds good. Can't wait for it to get started. Todd Helton, thanks for joining us as we kick off this edition of the SWOSU Coaches Show.
All right, and thanks for all you do, Mike.
Thank you very much. You bet. No problem. And we'll be back with more of the SWOSU Coaches Show next.
When you are making decisions as important as choosing home health or hospice for a loved one, it's important to ask the right questions. Is the facility locally owned? Are they proven through years of successful business practices? If necessary, can you transition from home health to hospice with the same care given? You can find all this and more at your locally owned Shepherd Home Health and Hospice. Shepherd Home Health and Hospice has served Clinton and the surrounding areas for over 15 years. Dependable, caring, and local. Shepherd Home Health and Hospice. Pioneer Cellular has the best coverage in Western Oklahoma. See the Pioneer Cellular store nearest you or visit gopioneer.com.
There's a new energy in Oklahoma. Wind and natural gas working together, keeping your energy prices steady and affordable. Clean, affordable, natural gas and wind. Oklahoma's new energy from PSO. There's a new energy in Oklahoma. Wind and natural gas working together, creating jobs and more money for communities and schools. Clean, affordable, natural gas and wind. Oklahoma's new energy from PSO.
Weatherford Regional Hospital is committed to serving Western Oklahoma with the best facilities, technologies, and employees. Everything from the convenient care clinic to the highly trained oncology department to the top-of-the-line mammography and x-ray equipment, down to the women's center, nursery, and emergency room. Weatherford Regional Hospital strives to provide you with a safe, clean, comfortable environment. Give them a call today or check them out online at weatherfordhospital.com.
Need your oil and filter changed? Take your vehicle to CJ Southwest Tire in Weatherford. There is no appointment needed. Bring your car, truck, or diesel in today. You can wait in the comfort of their smoke-free lounge while experienced technicians change your oil and filter on your vehicle. CJ Southwest Tire on the corner of Main and Kansas in Weatherford. Your Bridgestone and Firestone dealer. CJ Southwest Tire. See them on Facebook and at cjsouthwesttire.com.
And we're back on this segment of the SWOSU Coaches Show. I'm Mike Smith, and we're visiting with head football coach Chet Pobolish. And, well, Coach, here we are. It's game week.
Yep, about time.
I know you're excited. Certainly I am as well. And Henderson State comes in here on Thursday to open up the season. And, you know, you take a look at it, and it's been a little more than 21 months since the Bulldogs last played a regular season game. So for you, I'm sure it has to feel like it's been years.
Yeah, it really does. You know, it's hard to, even tell people or explain, how long it's been. And it seems like the last couple of years have just ran together, just sort it all out, I guess, at times.
Sure. What emotions do you feel this week? I mean, everything from, I'm sure, excitement, maybe a little anxiety. Just what are you feeling this week as you get ready to open up a new season?
I'm probably less anxious than I normally am. I'm just excited for those kids to get out there and play against somebody else and, play with their teammates and enjoy the experience of playing college football with your brothers. Just to experience it. I promise you this, Mike, I'm going to take it all in. Every second of the game, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy being around the kids. I'm not going to take 1 second for granted.
Certainly don't blame you there, and I can certainly relate to that. Been waiting on this for a long time as well to watch SWOSU back on the football field. And when you take a look at not playing last year, obviously, how does that affect you in game planning for Henderson this time? I mean, under normal circumstances, you can look back and see what happened last year, but now it's been a couple of years. How does that affect game planning, Coach?
Well, I think you just got to prepare for everything. I think we have a pretty good idea of the personnel they have returning. And I'm sure they're going to have some wrinkles on their offense and defense and special team schemes, and just being prepared for anything. I think we've over-prepared for about as many different circumstances as you could possibly think of, and just, be ready for the unknown. And like football coaches, like we always do, just to be able to adapt and overcome as soon as possible.
What about your players? I mean, we talked about, how you're feeling this week, but what about channeling their energy? I mean, obviously they're going to be amped up to get on the field on Thursday night. So how do you get them to channel that energy in a positive way, not in a way where maybe you'll make some early game mistakes?
Just try to keep them focused. That's the whole, point of these last few days going into the game, is to try to be as focused as we can, just to do your job, That's the main thing, is just, execute what you're supposed to do and make the plays you're supposed to make. Focus. I don't know how to put it, but just, concentrate your energies on the job, the task at hand.
Who would you say Bulldog fans need to keep an eye on Thursday night?
Oh, as usual, the quarterback. But I'm most excited. Maybe it's because I'm an offensive coach, but I'm most excited to probably watch Orlando Brown. And I said it before, Orlando plays the game the way it's supposed to be played. He plays hard. He's physical. He's fast. He doesn't wait to confirm it. He runs. I'm excited to watch him. But like I said, that might just be for me, because I don't get to watch him every play like I probably do the quarterback. But Sean Moreau, Torrin Justice, Justin Bailey, a bunch of names that I've already said. But our running backs are well. We got a solid stable of running backs, and you'll see several guys in the backfield at any given time. And they all have all different types of skill sets. So, and from seniors to true freshmen. Junior college transfers, kids we brought in as high school kids. So that's going to be a fun group to watch as well.
Yeah, I think so as well. You look at Kenny Graham coming back. Jermaine Mask is back, but I love the addition of Nate Davis.
Yeah, Nate Davis, he's fast. He's probably one of our faster running backs, fast twitch guy. And then Ethan Heisch, he's a freshman. He'll see some reps back there as well. He's more of a bigger physical back. Just excited to watch those guys.
Well, when you look at Henderson State specifically, I've got some good news. Richard Stinmetti no longer is a quarterback there at Henderson State, so we don't have to worry about having to defend that, as he threw for about 2,800 yards a couple of years ago. So, they'll have some new faces, obviously, when they come in here on Thursday.
Yeah, I know they got a couple transfers. I know they got a transfer that was a backup last year. I think it was from Lamar. They got a Southeastern Louisiana transfer. And I know they got a freshman that they're pretty excited about. And he's supposed, he's real athletic, can move, can run, and throw the ball. So I know they'll be excited, to get him on the field whenever that opportunity comes. I don't know if he'll be the starter going into the game. I'm sure he'll be one of those transfers, but I know he'll be a guy they'll try to get out there, I'm pretty sure, pretty quickly.
All right, sounds good. Well, Coach, we look forward to seeing you Thursday night, and good luck in the season opener. And as always, go Dogs.
Thanks, Mike. Go Dogs.
You bet. Head Coach Chet Pobolish with us on tonight's SWOSU Coaches Show. Back with more in a moment.
When it's time to unwind, pick up a bottle of your favorite stuff at Butcher's Wine and Spirits in Weatherford. All the top brands at the absolute best price. From whiskey, bourbon, gin, and scotch to your favorite craft, import, or domestic beer, Butcher's has you covered. And when it comes to wine, Butcher's has the best selection in town. And don't forget to check out their sale rack with deep discounts. Butcher's Wine and Spirits on Main in Weatherford.
Your parents have always protected you and provided the best way they knew how. Now it's your turn to make sure that they are taken care of. Corn Heritage Village and Rehab of Corn and Weatherford is a community providing long-term and skilled nursing care to enhance the lives and meet the needs of individuals and families. Their mission is to provide the highest level of care for your loved ones. Visit them at cornheritage.org or find them on Facebook.
CK Energy makes every customer an owner of the business. Unlike other electric utilities, CK Energy exists to make sure your needs are always met, not to make a profit. And since CK Energy is locally owned and operated, CK Energy is always there with you, reinvesting in your community. That's why in an electric cooperative, the people have the power. Committed to our members and the communities we serve, that's part of the CK Energy commitment.
CK Energy, we light up your life.
On the corner of Custer and Main Street in Weatherford, More Than Medicine stands ready to fill your prescriptions in a fast, friendly, and professional way. They also offer an outstanding selection of gifts for people of all ages. Their Gold Crown Hallmark card selection is second to none, and More Than Medicine is the perfect place for a bridal registry. All this, that's why it's called More Than Medicine. Corner of Main and Custer in Weatherford. They're on call for you 24 hours a day.
And we're back on the SWOSU Coaches Show. I'm Mike Smith, and in this segment, we're joined by veteran wide receiver of the SWOSU football squad, Justin Bailey. Justin, thanks for taking time to join us on the SWOSU Coaches Show this week.
Thanks for having me.
It's always good to have you aboard, and talk a little bit about being a veteran on this team and returning here in 2021. You think it helps that you've been in the system for a little while and you can show some of those leadership skills and bring along some of the newcomers as well?
Oh, absolutely. Being in any program for a little while, it adds a little confidence as far as what I have to do personally on the field. And as far as the guys that we're going to need that haven't been here as long as me, it gives me an opportunity to spread the knowledge and anything that I've gained and learned being in this program. So to get those guys on the same page and to get everybody as good as we can possibly be.
Season opener is Thursday. I would imagine, like everybody else, you've got a lot of excitement for this Thursday.
Oh, absolutely. I'm oozing with excitement right now. I can't wait.
Talk a little bit about something I saw this week, and it was on the SWOSU Athletic website. do such a great job of what they've been doing as far as these documentaries leading up to the football season. And, one thing people may not know is, you're a student athlete, you're a dad, you have so many things going on in your life. And how do you balance all of that?
Support system. I have a wonderful woman at home that helps me a lot, and she takes night classes when our schedules conflict, and so it's give and take. So I watch him at night after practice, and she gets to do her thing. And I don't know, without her, I wouldn't be able to not only do the dad part and enjoy raising my son, but do the football part and be a full-time student as well. So it's my fiance.
Talk a little bit about Henderson State coming in here on Thursday. What do you expect from the Ruddies?
I expect a dogfight. They are a highly ranked team. They were a good team in 2019. But I think we are a good team as well. I think we are more prepared than we have been in a long time, given the preparation time that we've had. And I'm looking forward to a good game. It's gonna be fun.
What do you think that maybe the offense can do to take advantage of whatever Henderson State does defensively? Are there things that you feel like you can take advantage of?
I think we one of the stronger areas of our team is our wideouts. So I feel like if we can spread them out a little bit and have them dropping, 6-7 guys out of the box into coverage, that'll open up the run game, and it'll make everything a lot easier as far as getting the ball where it needs to go and that kind of thing.
Sure, you'd like to see a big crowd for Thursday night. Your chance to urge everybody to come out and watch on Thursday evening.
Oh, absolutely! Come out Thursday night, Milan Stadium. It's gonna be a show. The new Dogs 2021. This is our first game, and we're looking to make a statement. Absolutely.
Want to get the place rocking, don't we?
Absolutely. Bring everybody you can. Let's get this place going.
All right, sounds good. Good luck on Thursday night. We'll talk to you throughout the season, and good luck as you take on Henderson State.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Justin Bailey, with us in this segment of the SWOSU Coaches Show. More coming up next.
When you are making decisions as important as choosing home health or hospice for a loved one, it's important to ask the right questions. Is the facility locally owned? Are they proven through years of successful business practices? If necessary, can you transition from home health to hospice with the same care given? You can find all this and more at your locally owned Shepherd Home Health and Hospice. Shepherd Home Health and Hospice has served Clinton and the surrounding areas for over 15 years. Dependable, caring, and local. Shepherd Home Health and Hospice. Pioneer Cellular has the best coverage in Western Oklahoma. See the Pioneer Cellular store nearest you or visit gopioneer.com.
There's a new energy in Oklahoma. Wind and natural gas working together, keeping your energy prices steady and affordable. Clean, affordable, natural gas and wind. Oklahoma's new energy from PSO. There's a new energy in Oklahoma. Wind and natural gas working together, creating jobs and more money for communities and schools. Clean, affordable, natural gas and wind. Oklahoma's new energy from PSO.
Weatherford Regional Hospital is committed to serving Western Oklahoma with the best facilities, technologies, and employees. Everything from the convenient care clinic to the highly trained oncology department to the top-of-the-line mammography and x-ray equipment, down to the women's center, nursery, and emergency room. Weatherford Regional Hospital strives to provide you with a safe, clean, comfortable environment. Give them a call today or check them out online at weatherfordhospital.com.
Need your oil and filter changed? Take your vehicle to CJ Southwest Tire in Weatherford. There is no appointment needed. Bring your car, truck, or diesel in today. You can wait in the comfort of their smoke-free lounge while experienced technicians change your oil and filter on your vehicle. CJ Southwest Tire on the corner of Main and Kansas in Weatherford. Your Bridgestone and Firestone dealer. CJ Southwest Tire. See them on Facebook and at cjsouthwesttire.com.
We're back on the SWOSU Coaches Show. I'm Mike Smith, and we're joined by Josh Collins, head volleyball coach for the SWOSU Lady Dogs. And Coach, thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me again, Mike. I appreciate it.
Always glad to have you aboard and talk some SWOSU volleyball. And last week was the blue and white scrimmage. I thought it was great. We had a pretty nice crowd out for that. Before we talk a bit about folks coming out and watching, what did you take away from the scrimmage last week?
Well, number one, it was just great to see people back in the event center, enjoying some live sporting event. So that was just good for your soul just to see people back watching us play. And I think that really energized the girls, but it also made them a little bit nervous. We did some things extremely well, and we did other things not so well, but it's good to get that out of the way right now so we can work on it and get ready for that opening weekend that's coming up, and also for that first home match on September 16th.
You think that kind of gets the jitters out a little bit, being able to play the scrimmage in front of fans?
I sure hope so. That's why we do it. We want to make sure that the girls get used to playing at home and kind of give the people here just a look at who we're going to be and what we're going to do. So I sure hope it gets some of those jitters out.
Who most stood out for you in the scrimmage last week?
I felt like we were pretty well-rounded. I thought that, Ali Hong played really well. She's a fifth-year starter, and it showed. She was pretty composed and did some really good things. I thought that both of our outsides performed well at times. They also, had a few errors. Our defensive staff did a good job. We played some really scrappy defense, and we complimented them on that after the game. And it wasn't just, defensive players doing it, but everybody was just playing really hard. Now we just got to clean it up a little bit. So, I thought that, we had good numbers by everybody. Taryn Galt has been playing really well, and I thought she played well in that blue and white game as well.
You open this weekend in Canyon, Texas, Coach, and you're going to play the West Texas A&M Buff Classic. Talk a little bit about playing 4 games in 2 days.
Yeah, it'll be new for us. We haven't played that much volleyball yet. This Saturday we went to Northwestern and we played I guess 8 sets, and even that's not close to what we're going to play in Canyon. Hopefully we just play 6, but I don't think it's going to be that easy. I think we're going to play some really tough competition. So, but I think we're ready for it. We've been working hard in the weight room. We've been working hard in the gym. So now we just got to go put that on display and got to come in composed and ready to go as we'll play some really, really good teams.
Does that competition get you ready for GAC play?
Absolutely. This tournament will for sure. Arkansas, Fort Smith, and West Texas A&M are constantly in the top 25, and then St. Ed's and UTPB have been really good as of late. So I think that all 4 of our matches that we're going to play at West Texas are going to be GAC caliber, top of the conference of our conference type teams. So we're going to have to play really well, to be successful, and that's what we want. We want a challenge right out of the gate. Obviously,
we always want to see wins, but aside from wins and losses this weekend, what do you want to see out of your team this weekend?
One thing that we really harp on in our gym is that we're going to communicate and we're going to play hard. If we communicate and we play hard, then we can fix the little things. We can fix the, defensive errors or offensive connection or whatever it may be. As long as we're playing hard and we're communicating, then everything else will come together. And we can come back to our gym, after the tournament, and whether we win all 4 or we drop 1 or 2, it doesn't matter. We're going to come back and talk about what we can do better moving forward. So I think that this will be, these are regular season games, so they count, but, our goals are all pertaining to GAC play. So we're going to go in there and play hard and work hard, and then we can come back and continue to get ready for GAC play.
All right, head coach Josh Collins, good luck this weekend.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks for having me.
You bet. Thank you very much for joining us. Head coach Josh Collins of the SWOSU Volleyball squad with us during the SWOSU Coaches Show. We'll wrap up the program next.
When it's time to unwind, pick up a bottle of your favorite stuff at Butcher's Wine and Spirits in Weatherford. All the top brands at the absolute best price. From whiskey, bourbon, gin, and scotch to your favorite craft, import, or domestic beer, Butcher's has you covered. And when it comes to wine, Butcher's has the best selection in town. And don't forget to check out their sale rack with deep discounts. Butcher's Wine and Spirits on Main in Weatherford.
Your parents have always protected you and provided the best way they knew how. Now it's your turn to make sure that they are taken care of. Corn Heritage Village and Rehab of Corn and Weatherford is a community providing long-term and skilled nursing care to enhance the lives and meet the needs of individuals and families. Their mission is to provide the highest level of care for your loved ones. Visit them at cornheritage.org or find them on Facebook.
CK Energy makes every customer an owner of the business. Unlike other electric utilities, CK Energy exists to make sure your needs are always met, not to make a profit. And since CK Energy is locally owned and operated, CK Energy is always there with you, reinvesting in your community. That's why in an electric cooperative, the people have the power. Committed to our members and the communities we serve, that's part of the CK Energy commitment.
CK Energy, we light up your life.
On the corner of Custer and Main Street in Weatherford, More Than Medicine stands ready to fill your prescriptions in a fast, friendly, and professional way. They also offer an outstanding selection of gifts for people of all ages. Their Gold Crown Hallmark card selection is second to none, and More Than Medicine is the perfect place for a bridal registry. All this, that's why it's called More Than Medicine. Corner of Main and Custer in Weatherford. They're on call for you 24 hours a day.
That concludes this week's edition of the SWOSU Coaches Show. Thanks to our guest, Director of Athletics Todd Helton, also head football coach Chet Pobolish, wide receiver Justin Daly, and head volleyball coach Josh Collins. I'm Mike Smith, thanking you for watching this week's edition of the SWOSU Coaches Show. Join us again next week. Until then, so long, everybody.
Right.media.